Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We got another unboxing for you guys today. We just picked up a Ricoma heat press for cat and a new heat press for shirts as well. So if you guys watched our previous video, we bought the Vivor manual hat press. Kind of up in the air. We weren't sure if we were gonna like it or not. And then we've been wanting to bite the bullet on a new heat press for the shirts. So we ended up seeing that they had a bundled deal online for both of these. And then shout out Ricoma to hook the boys up with a little bit of a discount too on top of that. So basically got this hat heat press for the same amount of price we paid for the Vivor we bought off Amazon. So send the Vivor back to Amazon, and we're gonna unbox this one today, and then we're gonna test it out on some hats and let you guys know our initial thoughts of it, and then we'll go into a more in-depth review later on. And then keep an eye out for the heat press down there. We'll be doing a separate unboxing one for that, and we're gonna go through a 200 shirt order. So make sure to subscribe, hit the like button. Let's get into it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and open this thing up and do the initial impressions of how this thing was packaged. I believe, Frank, this thing got shipped out really quick.
Yeah, so I think we ordered it, I forget what day, but it was at our house in 2 days.
2 days to receive both the heat presses, so that's pretty impressive. Let's go ahead, we'll put it down here on the ground. As you can see here, we got the power plug ready to go, very top. And then we got our manual for this one. This one is touchscreen, which is kind of cool. Yeah.
There you go.
It's not a Vivor though, it's Ricoma, so it should be good. Hopefully we don't have to do any trainings through Ricoma before we have to use it though. All right, so initial thoughts. We got some nice packaging. We will go ahead and slide this off, and just like that, we have the Ricoma sitting right inside there. So let's see, make sure we don't break it pulling it out.
Oh, that's all arms. Just got to put it in.
Well, we did just hit biceps today, so I don't want to brag or anything, but all right, let's go ahead and slide that over there. So as you guys can see, it's all wrapped up nicely in the plastic. I do have to say, I do like the color scheme of the Ricomas. Nice little orange on there. I can already tell, I think I'm liking this better than the Vivor, just seems like it has a little bit more space to work with on it. So let's try to find the best spot to pull this up. Good hand from Frank. We'll slide that bad boy out of the way. Here we go. This is our new Ricoma hat heat press. Auto open as well, which is pretty dope. So I am curious to see how much space we get once this does open up, because that was one of our gripes with the Vivors. We're used to using this giraffe heat press. This is our first one we bought. And I think when you have this style, you get a little bit more room to work with right here. So let's go ahead and make sure there's nothing holding this down. Do we read the instructions, or we just go for it?
You're gonna have to look at the instructions.
We might have to look in the instructions, only if I have to. So read the directions. We have the packaging bolt on top right here, so make sure you guys remove this before turning it on, as Ricoma said. And make sure you guys do this before you turn it on, because it'll get hot. So packaging bolt has been taken off. Find the power switch on the side of the transfer printer, and then switch on the power switch. Please refer to location on the right. So I'm assuming we are plugging this thing in, so that's what we're gonna do. We'll go ahead and take this little tag off right here. Certificate of quality check passed. So allegedly it's good. So we're gonna go ahead and put this into the position that we'll be using it tonight. No, we won't, because we have shirts right there. We're actually working on an order right now, so just made some simple softball jerseys for a client, and we're be making the hats with the new heat press tonight. For now, this is where it's gonna go.
What's it feel like weight-wise?
Weight-wise, maybe like 45 pounds. It doesn't feel too heavy.
Can you curl it?
Right now, I don't know. I'm kind of a little sore from the gym. I'm trying to blow a bicep out before we do some work. All right, so we got this. Make sure you guys take off that, obviously. Probably wouldn't fit in the plug, but you guys should be able to figure that out. Didn't look to see where it's located at, but the power is located on the back. So we're gonna go ahead, plug that in. We're gonna run it back here. Okay, you wanna get a little close up of the...
It's the best part. Ooh.
Nice and fresh. All right, so we're plugged in. I don't know how much space we're gonna need for using it, so we're just gonna go ahead and turn it on. Make sure it turns on. You guys look at the LCD screen on there. Okay, so once again, we're not getting a lot of room right here, but I will say is this hat clamp is a big difference between the Vivor. The Vivor was spring loaded and it wouldn't stay in place, so this is nice because you can push it down. But then you just pull it up and you'll be able to take the hat off and do what you need to do. You also do get a lot of space with this one. I'm not sure, I think they have different sizes for this heat press, or for the platens.
Do they look removable? I'm sure it is.
Looks like that's how you can adjust the
height,
the pressure of the plate as well. So overall, I'm liking the way this thing is. Let's go ahead and get this turned up. First of all, let's get this thing off Celsius because
it's on Celsius.
We're in American language, English, date and time.
Is that today's date?
We're on the 15th, and it is currently 8:28. 8:28. I will say the touch screen is not like a glass touch screen like you're used to with your cell phone. It's more of a pressure touch screen, but I don't really think we're going to be using it that much. So we're going to get the current temp up to, well, okay, you know what, we're reading directions around here. So we are doing 290 to 320 for 8 seconds, 40 PSI firm. These are headwear transfers from Supercolor, so we'll go ahead and put it up to 315. I don't know if you have to press it individually, but it's not going up when I do the just holding it down.
So yeah, it's like a tapper.
So I mean, you're not going to be adjusting as much once you get to that temperature range anyways, but I'd give it a slight little knock on not being able to hold it down, but we don't know that for sure.
It might be a setting. Just saying.
So we're gonna get this thing up to 315, and then it says 8 seconds. So as you can see here, dial right here for the time. And this is a auto open. So once it's up, it should auto open. But yeah, so far, liking how this thing looks. Let's go ahead and open up one of the hats we're gonna use and just kind of get a general feel for how it's gonna fit on there. So we're doing the green hats tonight. So a little mid baseball cap from Auto. Nothing too crazy. So we got the red dial moved up so we can get the hat on the top. So we'll get a feel for it once it, that already feels like way better than the other one. Like I feel like that wasn't too bad to get placed on there, and then it just goes right on top of the hat. And then should be 8 seconds and it should pop back up.
Ooh, you're gonna be saving your arms on that one.
And I do feel like I have a little bit more space right here than the other one, but it's not gonna be a big deal to do this and pull it off. So I do like that. I do feel like I need to have some more pressure on this though, assuming this is how I get more pressure. So we'll mess with it a little bit. Pretty sure this does not give you the PSI on your pressure on the screen, but I feel like it's pretty, you kind of know if something's pressing hard. So we'll let this heat up all the way, and then we will try a hat out, and then show you guys how it does, and then we'll finish up this unboxing initial impression video. All right, so we did a couple practice hats just to make sure we know what we're doing. And first impression, guys, this thing is like way nicer than the V-board that we had previously in the other video. So the hats go on there really good, presses down easily. I don't feel like I'm having to really pull it down on the handle that much, and it's just freaking nice. So we kind of did a few practice ones. These hats are a little bit weird with just the way that they fit on here, so we had to make sure we get it nice and tight, but about 1/4 inch from right there on that spot. And then, so like I said, we're using these Supercolor. These are the 2.5 by 2.5 headwear transfers, and we're just go ahead and line it up on the hat, and just enough room to get in there. Obviously, we got some bigger hands, it's gonna be a little bit tougher, but you can use your Teflon sheet over the top. We're not using them right now because we do have the transfer right here, but obviously if you're gonna repress it, you wanna put something over it because you'll melt it on the heat on the transfer plate. So we're gonna go ahead and press it down, and 8 seconds. It'll start beeping with a couple seconds left to go, and then it'll auto press right open. Go ahead and pull it off there, and boom. Just like that. This thing is, I mean, we'll say we didn't have the V-board longer than 24 hours of using it, but just the first couple presses are night and day difference between the Ricoma and the V-board. But this is normally a more expensive product than the V-board that we purchased. But like I said, we got to deal with the bundle. But you know, with Ricoma, you're kind of getting middle of the ground equipment, I'd say. So they're not, you know, the bottom tier, but they're also higher end models that you can get. But this is a big upgrade for us, and we've held off almost 2 years now on getting a nice heat press. So we're super stoked with the heat press we got because we'll be able to slide it out and utilize that. But this is a good heat press too. I can link the reviewed this one in on the video as well. So it'd be nice having 2 heat presses now. And now we have 2 hat heat presses. Overall, first impressions of the Ricoma auto press. It's a thumbs up for us. I think this is going to be a game changer for us doing orders. You know, the heat transfers are a great way to make hats for people. A little bit more affordable than embroidery, but you know, if people want embroidery, we can do that too because we got a machine, Ricoma. So I think that's going to do it for the initial thoughts on this hat press. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and like the video. Comment below if you guys are thinking about getting this one, or if you have a different one that you would recommend. We'd love to hear your thoughts back on it. And until the next one, we'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Bye.